I really hope my screen stays on my camera because it is this close to falling off. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I sat down here. A lot of things have changed around here. For one, I have graduated. Yeah, a lot has happened. I'm not filming in my usual background because my room is absolutely disgusting and it's too messy to show you. So I'm filming against a white wall today instead. Today I'm gonna answer what is happening in my life. What am I doing next now that I've graduated? I have finished my education. I'm properly adulting now. I've even got myself a watch. One of the gorgeous Nordgreen watches. Nordgreen are a Scandinavian based watch company who are very kindly sponsoring today's video. What I really love about these watches is not only are they absolutely beautiful and stunning, but they also are made sustainably and ethically, and they are very environmentally friendly. They come in this beautiful eco-friendly package made up of cycled plastics and FSC certified carbons and carbon neutral transport. What I most love about Nordgreen is that they have a global giving back program. So when you purchase one of these watches, you can choose one of 3 causes that Nordgreen supports. These are either 2 months of free water to a family in the Central African Republic, 1 month of education to a child in India, or preserving 200 square feet of rainforest in Latin America. And on top of all of that, their watches are absolutely stunning. I really love my watch. I have a silver strap, but I also have an interchangeable black leather watch strap, which is also vegan. So if you fancy grabbing yourself one of these gorgeous watches and contributing to the environment, I'll leave a link in the description box for 15% off. So aside from acquiring a new watch to prove that I am entering adulthood, I have also acquired a new job. Was this the plan? Absolutely not. So let's go through what my plans were, what I wanted to do after university, and what's happening now. So life is kind of crazy. Some of you might know that I took a gap year before university. I worked for 5 months full-time, juggling 5 different jobs, and then I went traveling for 7 months and didn't come back home in that time. I went to Australia, Bali and China. Then I went to university to study my degree for 4 years. I kind of always knew that I wanted to take a second gap year after university because I wanted to see more of the world. I wanted to do more traveling. I just wanted more time for myself after I'd taken my first gap year. So I kind of knew I didn't want to go straight into a full-time job straight out of university. I think that's also partly because I myself wasn't sure of what I wanted to do, and at university there was honestly such a strong pressure, especially at Oxford, probably at other universities too. There's such a strong pressure to go into 3 different areas, and those 3 are either going into law, going into consultancy, or investment banking. Those are the top 3 things that Oxford graduates go into, and they're the kind of 3 things that when you're in that environment you kind of feel pressurized to go into one of those 3 routes. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I dabbled in law. I thought I wanted to do law. I really thought I wanted to do commercial corporate law. I applied for some back schemes. I did one and I spent a week with a law firm, and it was enjoyable. I did really enjoy myself, but it wasn't the type of work I could see myself doing every single day for the next 40 years of my life. So I kind of pivoted away, did a 180 and realised that was not for me, which is good. I went through the whole application process, did all my research for my applications, got into the law scene, and that was time well spent because it meant that I knew that that's not what I wanted to do. I knew I definitely didn't want to do investment banking. That just wasn't even on the cards, didn't even think about it. And consulting, I didn't really ever think about consulting, and I didn't think I wanted to go into one of the really big consulting firms. So those are the kind of options when I was in my 3rd year thinking about internships, but I always knew that even if I got a job offer, I'd want to defer and ask for a year out beforehand because I just wanted that time to travel. So pretty much from my 2nd year of university, I just started saving. Some of you might have watched my how to save money to travel video. In that video I explained that I already have a travel savings account, so I was already saving for traveling anyway, but from the 2nd year I very much consciously put away a lot more because I knew that in the gap year after university I would want to have enough money to travel. The plan initially before coronavirus was to have a year out of university to go traveling and just see what happens in that year, just to develop and grow as a person. And the original plan was to get a summer job after I graduated, work over the summer, earn a bit more money, and then leave in September and do ICS, the International Citizen Service, where you go abroad for 3 months in an undeveloped country and you work on a project and you volunteer. And I really wanted to do that, and that was supposed to be September, October, November. But then coronavirus happened, and we all know what happened. Everything changed, everyone's plans changed, things got cancelled, things just can't happen anymore. So I knew that ICS wasn't going to go ahead anymore. I hadn't even gone through the full application process yet because they just cancelled they cancelled their programs, which is fine. So I then got a summer job at IKEA over the summer, and that was actually, I wasn't expecting to get a job at all, given that coronavirus meant that there were barely any jobs, there were huge job cuts. So I was very lucky in that sense to get a job at IKEA. It wasn't the best job, you know, I was just a trolley collector, which is absolutely fine. I worked at IKEA for about 6 weeks over the summer. I worked between 25 to 40 hours per week, earning that dollar for traveling. During my time at IKEA, and before that, after I'd finished finals, I was working on this side project for this company, and that was kind of in my own time. But then during my time at IKEA, while I was there, the company said to me they want to bring me on board to the team and they want me to work full-time for them. So this is how my job has come about. I now have a job. I work full-time with this company. We're working on a very, very exciting project that is launching very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited. So I'm working with them. I quit my job at IKEA. I've got this job. It's working from home. It's very remote. That is what is happening with my life at the moment. I have got a job. However, what some of you might not be aware of, or what you might not have been expecting, is I am still incorporating some kind of travel into this gap year. I'm still taking a gap year. It's a full-time job, but it is very, very flexible. As I said, I'm working from home. I am actually moving abroad for the foreseeable future for the next 10 months. I don't intend on coming back to the UK until next August. So I'm moving, I will be abroad, and I will see what the situation is come 2021 when borders start getting eased and countries start letting tourists come back in, so I can then do some of my travelling that I'd saved up and planned to do. But that is the exciting news. I am moving abroad, and it's quite hectic at the moment because I haven't got everything ready yet. I still need to pack. I'm still cleaning my room, sorting everything out. But yeah, I am moving abroad. By the time you watch this video, I may have already moved abroad. I will be continuing to vlog. I will be bringing you guys along with me. I'm very excited to experiment and just be a lot more creative with my content now that I have a lot more time. I don't have the pressure of university or the constant stress of Oxford weighing on my back, so I am very excited. I have a few videos that are ready and scheduled, and they will still go live, but after that I think I'm going to completely switch up my content and just experiment and bring you guys along with me on this gap year and just see what happens and see where the next year takes me. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. I'm just really, really excited for the future because I did not expect that I would have a job of any sorts at this point in time. I honestly thought I would be off traveling at the moment, which obviously can't happen because of COVID. So it's really nice that I can be more spontaneous. Nothing is really planned, but I just know that I am moving abroad and it's exciting. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.